All right, hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry, I'm just a couple minutes late here. So, I was setting up the stream. Everything was ready to go. I said, "Oh man, I gotta use the bathroom right before we start the stream." So I used the bathroom, and then one of those really annoying things happened. With the old style toilet, the chain came loose, and so the toilet wouldn't stop running. So I had to fish out the chain out of the freaking, top bowl of the toilet. What do they call it? The tank. And hook it back onto the thing. And I goes, ugh. Yuck. The wash up and everything. But I'm here now. I'm still congested. I'm coughing a lot today. I got a lot of gunk in the system from this cold. But I'm doing my best to tough through it. I'm here today with a full day of streaming for all of you. Okay? So what are we doing today? We're continuing on with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Okay. 4 hours of gameplay, roughly. Usually it's between 3.5 and 4 hours. On Korriban, which is the last planet to visit and do anything on. At least, for now. I'm not sure, what else is in the game after we beat this part of the story. So, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens here today on the stream. As you know, I've been upgrading my Sith powers every single stream. It's been a lot of fun. And I really like the game, despite the fact that the combat, in my opinion, is pretty outdated. It's still a fun game. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and we're nearing, at this point, you would think we're nearing the end game, because I've been playing it for quite some time. But then again, I don't know how long the game is. So I actually don't know how close we are to the end or not, okay? I guess we'll see. So that's today, and then tonight, the continuation of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Hope you guys will join me for that retro fun. Man, that game's been pretty challenging, and like I told you guys, I don't think I ever beat it. I had this misconception in my head that back in the day I rented it, and I had beaten the whole game. I don't think I actually did. I think I played it for a while and didn't really like it and probably returned it, because it's not anywhere near as good as Super Mario World 1, in my opinion. But now that I'm actually playing it at length, I'm realizing that game is actually way more challenging than I remember it. And at least I'm playing through it to say I've played it, to get that experience, which is good. So that's going to be continuing on later tonight on the late stream. Okay? And then tomorrow we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We've got my weekly Street Fighter stream tomorrow, which is awesome. And then on the weekend, we're going to continue on with the other playthroughs I've been doing, Donkey Kong and everything. So it's going to be good. I got a few updates in regards to a few things. All right. First of all, I was debating possibly playing this new game called Dawn of Fear. This is a game that is a survival horror game. It's an indie game, admittedly. It's not, a big high-profile game. It's only $20. From what I understand, it's only about 6 hours long. And it plays like a very old school style survival horror game. Resource management is a huge thing. Frustrating camera angles, etc. But I was I was debating playing it as something for variety this week, but it appears that the consensus on reviews is not very good. And the fact that right now my money is insanely tight to the point where I really don't have any money to spend on anything. All money that I raise this week is going towards bills. I'm at a point where it's like, I guess not. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fill my streams here with stuff that I can do without dropping any money right now, okay? So, for those of you who are anticipating the game, I apologize. It's not anything that seems like it's great to write home about anyway. And so, therefore, I'm just going to, go ahead with streams of stuff that I've got already, okay? So, probably Saturday night, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a retro stream of Genesis Mini, which I haven't done in a long time. I played quite a few games on the Genesis Mini when it first came out in September, and then I kind of sprinkled in streams of it over October, November. I haven't really played it in a while, so a return to Genesis Mini this Saturday night. We'll see how it goes. You guys will be able to kind of choose what games in there you want to see me play. There's been a few playthroughs that I've already, started that maybe you want to see me continue or maybe even finish. I know people were saying I may be actually getting closer to the end of Castlevania Bloodlines. But I don't really remember what other games are in there, quite frankly. So, I guess we'll see. Okay? So that's going to be basically the streaming week, okay? So that's number one. Number two, please, guys, continue to nominate things for the upcoming retrospective event. The more nominations I get, or the better. And I'm going to start planning that event probably come the end of next week. So probably give it about a week, and then I'm probably going to start planning that event for the third week of February, okay? A marathon-style stream. We'll be looking back at my 11-year history as a content creator. It's always a lot of fun. Now, also, I did this reveal yesterday, guys, that sadly, yet again, another financial hurdle for me, all right? I have to raise a bunch of money by the end of this month. Why? Because in order to get my taxes done this year, I'm being told I have to pay up front, which I've never had to do before. In the entire time I've been a content creator, I've always had my taxes done and then I paid them after. I'm being told because I filed for bankruptcy, I need to pay my taxes up front. That sucks because I don't just have this money lying around. So what I need to do is I need to do a kind of a special event in the hopes of hopefully raising enough that I can afford to pay my taxes up front by the end of this month so that they can be filed properly and everything. So it sucks, but it's life. What can I do, right? So we've been talking a little bit about what things I can do, and I had a few ideas. I was like, maybe I could do another Dark Souls run, but this one would be like a gimmick run of some sort. Because let's face it, I played the Dark Souls series multiple times, and people just don't want to see the same thing again. Maybe you want to see some kind of a gimmick or challenge run. Or I could do a marathon of Mass Effect 2, doing a Renegade run this time, because it's a 10-year anniversary of that game, and I've never played it a second time, and I really want to. So maybe that's a consideration. Or maybe I could do like an old school, really difficult retro platformer in a marathon setting. Or maybe something completely different. You know, people have had all these different ideas that they've been sharing with me. One is return to Fortnite. It's been so long since I played Fortnite that the game is completely and utterly different from what it used to be. And if I should check out Fortnite just to see on the premise of what are the differences in the game, how big it's changed. And not that I have to play it for a ridiculously long time, but just to go back and see what the heck it is. Okay? You see? So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what you guys come up with. All right, seriously. Let's see what you guys come up with. Let's see what we think of, what we brainstorm over the course of this month. Another one's been Metal Gear Solid 1, but people tell me they want me to play the Twin Snakes version, which online is over $100. Because Twin Snakes was never made digital, you'd have to buy the GameCube version, which goes for over $100 online. That shit ain't happening, okay? And that's the problem, is Metal Gear Solid 1 is such an old and dated game. Playing the PS1 version with lag and everything isn't great. You know, I played it once, and the playthrough looked like shit, because you're playing a PS1 version of the game. They never really fully remastered it for anything modern, which kind of sucks. I wish they did. So, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I'm thinking I need more feedback. Basically, what I'm thinking is probably we're going to do the retrospective the third week of the month, and we're going to do this special fundraising, tips fundraiser stream at the end of the month. And depending on how they go, hopefully things go well between those two, and I can have enough to, pay what I have to pay here to get stuff going with my taxes, or else I'm fucked. Being very matter of fact here, it's just true. So, yeah, hoping for the best. Please continue to give me your feedback, and we'll see what happens here near the end of the month. We'll, kind of try to figure out what needs to happen to do a special event to motivate people to contribute with tips so I can get out of the situation. All right. Fair enough. Some people now are screaming in the stream chat they would donate to buy the game, or they would buy the game themselves and mail it to me. Well, hey, if anyone out there has Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes on GameCube and you want to send it to me to play, sure. If that's really the case, because, essentially people have been asking me to replay the game anyway, but I really don't want to play the PS1 version again. If this Twin Snakes version really is better, then yeah, but there's no way I could drop $100 for it, So if anyone actually has it, and they're like, okay, I'm done with it, I've played the shit out of it, I want to give it to Phil to play. Sure. I'm not going to say no. Why wouldn't I accept that, right? So, okay, anyway. So there you go. Let's see how things go over the course of the month. The month is still young. It's only the 6th, right? We still got ways to go. Let's hope for the best. Okay? All right. So that's the deal. That's what's going on with me. With those little bit of updates. Outside of that, business as usual, having fun with streams. I'm trying to get over this goddamn cold, which sucks. Still being congested blows. I'm tired of it, but it is what it is. Usually cold symptoms last about a week to 2 weeks before they fully clear up. So it hasn't even been a week for me. If you remember, it was last week during the Street Fighter stream Friday night that really I sounded awful. That's when it really hit me the worst. I was like, oh my God. So hopefully I feel better, okay? All right. So let's now continue, guys. Normally I would do a large gratuitous plug segment. I'm not going to do a large gratuitous plug segment. What I'm going to say is thank you for 11 years of allowing me to do what I love for a living, being a gamer on the internet, and sharing those experiences with you on a daily basis. Thank you for the last 3 years where I've been a full-time streamer, and you guys have been incredibly positive and supportive of me on my streams. I really do appreciate that. If you like the fact that I'm here streaming 6 days a week, and the fact that I still upload all my gameplay streams to DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact I barely get anything out of it, if you enjoy all that and you want to see it continue, please contribute in one of the ways that I'm about to outline. And I appreciate any contributions, all right? But I'll say this up front. You don't need to contribute. It's not mandatory. If you're just here to hang out and have fun, watch me play a game, interact with me and my audience a little bit, and have a good time, that's what it's all about. This is not a full-time fundraising ordeal. Truth of the matter is, gaming's been my hobby my whole life. And I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized them. If I completely lost the ability to monetize my streams, I would still stream in some capacity, albeit a very limited one compared to what I do now, but I would still do it because I love it, all right? So don't feel like you come to a stream, I absolutely need to contribute, or I'm pressured to contribute, and if I don't contribute, I'm the odd man out or whatever. It's not like that at all, okay? I'm incredibly happy and I'm incredibly grateful that people do support me the way that they do, but it's not mandatory that you do. Fair enough? Okay. So, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. You give that a look. Your pledges earn you personal perks. And I want to say thanks to anyone who has pledged. I apologize. I have not messaged anyone. I know I have not. And I don't want people to feel like they're getting forgotten. It's just been really crazy. And, with me being sick and everything, chances are tomorrow I'm probably finally going to have some extra time to sit down and do things for myself. So tomorrow I'll probably message all the patrons and say, really sorry I took so long to message you, but, here's the deal with your perks and everything, okay? So give it a look. Patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks for anyone who contributes via that method. I have a Teespring store where you can buy merchandise. Good quality stuff. I can attest. I own a bunch of it. Anything you buy helps me out. You get a cool collectible, all right? Give that a look. If you're here on stream, it's a no-brainer. You probably want to cheer, sub, or tip during the stream so you can get a shout-out. It's a huge way to interact during the stream because I do give you a thank you shout-out for any contributions that come in as long as they're in line with the rules and they're not something stupid or insulting, okay? We have a Stream Stats leaderboard at the top of the screen where the top cheerer and top tipper will be called out on a regular basis. We've also got other leaderboards like the top cheerers of the week and top sub-gifters of the week that will be updated fully during the course of the stream automatically because Twitch does those. So there's many ways to get recognized and many ways to contribute. The best way to contribute is by tipping me. Being very honest and upfront with all of you, right now I had to unload my bank account to pay back taxes for last year. The good news is that's over with. The bad news is that emptied my bank account out and I don't get paid by Twitch for another 9 days. Yet I still need to pay condo dues for 2 different places, utility bills, and they're all due before the 15th. So whatever I'm raising via tips on stream, 100% is going towards bills, okay? I just assure you that. It's not going anywhere else but to these bills I need to pay before I get paid by Twitch. So if you tip me right now, you're helping me out directly with this. And then after this, hopefully, with everything going on this month and everything, things will be better. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, this is the situation I'm in. So please, guys, if you can tip as your preferred method of contribution, please do. I appreciate that very much. It helps me more than anything else because the tips I can use right away to pay bills. Not to say that cheering or subbing or Teespring or anything like that isn't great. It is. They all help. But all those methods have a processing time before I get any positivity or any kind of help out of them versus tipping is immediate. I get it right away. And that's what I really need to help with right now until I get paid by Twitch. So please consider tipping if you can. There's 2 ways to tip. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. It brings you to my PayPal tips page. You don't need a PayPal account to tip. You can actually use a debit or credit card to tip, even though that option may not be readily available when you first see the page. If you fully load it on a desktop version of the site, you will see those options, okay? Please, if you are going to contribute today, I strongly urge you to protect your identity because there are malicious parties out there on the internet that are looking to hurt you just because they can, not because they need to, not because they get anything out of it, just because they will, all right? And so, please be careful with the amount of information you put on the internet, especially with the stuff we have on social media these days. If you're going to contribute to a streamer, you might want to hide your true identity. You might not have it associated, might not want to have it associated with something like your social media account. In particular, if you tip me today, you can actually make up a name or just say anonymous. And that way you hide any kind of issue there, all right? So there you go. That would be my recommendation. Do your best to protect your identity if you're going to contribute on a stream. It's the best way to go about it. Fair enough? Okay. Now, the rules of the stream, they're pretty straightforward. First of all, I have to follow all the rules and regulations of Twitch.tv. I can't just say and do whatever I want on stream. In addition, we don't bring up the topics of politics and religion because I find that I read someone said copy on in the stream chat, and I said copy. I find that those topics of politics and religion sadly cause tons of arguments. They're very divisive. They get people really angry with each other. And I don't see a reason on a gameplay stream when we're all here to hang out and have fun that we need to bring up those topics. Because really the philosophy behind my streams is thus. I want you to come to my stream and feel relaxed. I want you to forget about all the drama, all the stresses, all the annoyances of your real life. Come here to just relax and gel and hang out and have a good time with me. We play a game together. We have fun. We interact. It's good stuff, right? That's what it's all about. Why then do we need to start talking about all the things that cause us stress in real life? Well, I hate to say it, but politics and religion are two of the big things that cause a lot of arguments and problems in real life. So why are we going to talk about that on a gameplay stream? We're not, okay? Now, if we're playing a game where that's part of the actual plot of the game, if it ties in to the subject matter, that's a very different story. But in general, we don't derail up my streams with that stuff. Fair enough? Okay. In addition, I'm well aware there's tons of people on the internet that are constantly trying to defame me, slander me, talk shit about me, make me look awful, throw my personal life all over the internet to try to make a buck on their own behalf. Make no mistake about it, that's why they're doing it, because they get personal gain out of it, and they know that they can ride my coattails and get a bunch of laughs and make a bunch of fun of me and make a bunch of money doing it. So I know it exists. There's nothing I can do about it. As you know, I have no money. I can't sue these people. It's not going to happen. So instead, we ignore it. To bring it up on my stream is incredibly derailing to the stream. There's no point in doing that. In addition to that, excuse me, when you bring it up on my stream, what you're doing is giving them attention they don't deserve. So please understand that, and please understand it's against the rules to bring up that crap on my streams. We're here to have a good, positive, chill time. We're not here to be talking about drama all day long, okay? All right, that's a quick plug segment. That was less than 5 minutes. I just jumped right through it. I told you guys I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, okay? All right. Are we ready? I hope you guys are ready. Let's now get to shout-outs for those who have contributed. Have a little bit of fun discussion before we actually start with the gameplay. So Mr. Papavera actually started up the cheering today, and he said, Metal Gear Solid 1, no detection, 100% kills run. Well, there you go. Sounds good. Sounds like exactly what we need to do. I don't think that's going to happen. You know, I would replay Metal Gear Solid 1, sure. Am I going to do it? No detection, 100% kills run? Hell no. Snoutfoot cheered as well. Thank you, Snoutfoot. Ponage 101. You subscribed for 19 months. Thank you for the long-standing support, Ponage. I appreciate that, sir. Snake Eater 1247 to the 70-bit cheer. That's actually the biggest cheer of the day so far. Let's get him up on the leaderboard before we begin here. Here we go. Snake Eater 1247. 70 bits. Here we go. Okay. Ponage 101 tipped me $6.48. I wonder if he did some math to figure out this exactly how much it would be to actually give me the $6 tip with what PayPal takes from each transaction. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for getting the tipping starting today. He asked a question. Hold on, let me update the leaderboard first, then we'll get to his question. Okay. Okay. So, Ponage 101 asks the following. So my mouse is now screwed up. Come on. Okay. I know it's very unlikely. Hypothetically speaking, if you were to hit your tip goal every single stream for a week, what kind of difference would it make for you? It would be tremendous. If I hit the tips goal every day, you're talking, I stream 6 days a week. So you're talking that would be over $1,000 in 1 week. That would 100% cover any, kind of bills or whatever coming in, which would be tremendous. The thing is that also has to cover things like the cost of games, my grocery bill, etc. But the thing is, I get paid by Twitch and I get paid by YouTube. I get paid once a month by each of those. So the whole point is to try to off-put. When I get those big payments in the middle of the month, I'm usually good for a little bit. But then, once that money runs out after paying my mortgage and the like, then I got to kind of rely on tips for a couple of weeks till the next payment comes through. See what I mean? That's how my life cycle kind of works here with finances. So essentially, if I hit the tips goal every single stream, that would be amazingly positive. That would be like, I think it would be, unless weird shit comes up out of the blue, like what's going on right now with my taxes, which is really frustrating, that I have to prepay them this year, which I never expected. But unless things come up out of the blue like that, that would basically be enough to carry me through and never have any issues really with money. You know what I mean? Like, if I was making every single stream the top tips goal, that would be enough to cover everything, including, basically what I'm trying to do right now in my head is I'm trying to think exactly what are the big costs I have every month when it comes to personal stuff. And yeah, it would cover a lot. It would probably cover most of the stuff. So, yeah, it would be a big thing if I could cover, if for a week, every single stream I hit the tips goal, that would be tremendously positive. I can tell you this week, if it happened this week, it would be amazing because I would be able to pay everything I need to pay. Like, I'm trying to think that between the 2 condo dues, the utilities coming up, and I want to say there's one other payment that's before I get paid by Twitch. That would be enough to cover everything, So that would be amazing. But I'm certainly not expecting that. That's going above and beyond. You know what I mean? Like, I set the goal as a way to say let's have something to reach for, but it's certainly not something that I expect. Like I said, any contributions on a stream, I'm very happy for. I don't expect anything, And as I've said many times, there's going to be streams that are very, very positive with a lot of contributions, and there's going to be streams where there's almost nothing. That's how it works. That's life, right? Streaming is free. Viewing my stream is 100% free. This is not a paid-for service, and so it would not be any reasonable rationale in my head to expect anything. That's why I'm so happy and grateful that you guys do come out and contribute the way you do. But yeah, it would help tremendously. So, okay. Thank you, Ponage, for getting the tipping started today. I appreciate that. Snake Eater cheered again. I got an air fryer for my birthday. I love it. I made a bunch of things in it. It came with 100 recipes tailored for my exact fryer. That's cool. We're actually, later this week, Kat and I are going to do turkey burgers and fries. Now, I'm used to making the turkey burger in a frying pan, but we're going to try to make fries for the first time in our air fryer. We've heard so many people say that French fries in the air fryer are like outstandingly amazing, beautifully crisp but not greasy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look it up online just to make sure I'm doing it right. But I'm going to put our fries into the air fryer instead of baking them, and we're going to see how they come out. I hope they come out great. I guess we'll see. But that's later this week. Anyway, happy birthday, Snake Eater, and thank you for the cheer, and I hope you enjoy your air fryer. Let me know. Okay, let me say this. Let me know, okay, if you figure out anything that's really good in an air fryer. Because so far we've done very limited stuff. We pretty much only tried to do fried chicken. It didn't really come out good the 2 times we tried it. So we really kind of haven't used it again. And now this is the first time this week we're going to be trying to use it again. So let me know if you come into any great recipes or you try some good things and they turn out really well. Let me know, okay? Okay. Snoutfoot did another cheer. He said Fortnite hype train. Yeah, one of the things I'm considering doing to bring in attention and tip fundraising near the end of the month again for these taxes is maybe playing Fortnite again. I haven't done it in years, and people say now the game's like completely different. Like literally the whole game was redesigned. It's funny though because when people say that, whenever I see, I follow certain feeds on Twitter, okay, certain topics, and so I read up on things that maybe you guys wouldn't necessarily think I read up on, or you wouldn't see me be playing. And Fortnite pops into my feed every time to time. And there was basically a guy who is a full-time streamer, and he tweeted about Fortnite. He goes, Fortnite just had an update, and I'm considering playing it again. What do you guys think? And all of the people who responded to his tweet were like, don't play it. The game is nowhere as good as it used to be when you played it previously. The game is garbage now. It's just complete chaos for kids. It's not to be played seriously. It's a piece of shit. I'm like, damn. Like, with the amount of people who play the game, you would think that it would have been the opposite, that people would have been flooding him. Oh, yeah, positivity. It's like the opposite. Like, everyone's, like, negatively turned towards the game now. And I wonder if that's part of the backlash of the game becoming so popular that now it gets that inevitable backlash. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I am considering playing it again this month at some point, okay? Okay. So, thank you for the cheer, Snoutfoot. Markiplier, not Markiplier, Markiplier tipped $1 and said, "Can't you ban anyone that's not contributing to the stream?" No, I can't, because I'm not a complete douche nozzle. How about that? PW Dubs to me $1.30 and says, "Hello, Senor Phil. If you had to guess about how many Teespring shirts do you sell a year? A year? Oh, man. That's tough to say, only because I know near the end of the year, I usually sell a bunch. Like, the last 2-3 months of the year, usually there's an influx, and then it really, really dies down after a while. I'm just curious if I can bring this up on the app here. So just to give you some perspective, for what I'm seeing here, in the last month, I sold one sticker, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a sweatshirt, and there you go. That was the last month. I sold 2 sweatshirts, a shirt, and a sticker. Then, the month before that, I sold way more. I sold, look at this, a t-shirt, a mug, a hoodie, a mug, a t-shirt, a t-shirt, a t-shirt. See, this is all Christmas month. That's why. Usually I sell a bunch more near the end of the year compared to earlier. So I really couldn't, I would say on average in a month, I probably sell, I don't know, anywhere maybe between 2 to 4 products. And then at the end of the year, you usually see a big increase because it's the end of the year, Christmas and everything. Let me tell you, it's not super duper profitable at all. Really, the reason I run a Teespring is because people have expressed the desire to have at least something that ties in with me. If they're a real super fan or whatever and they want to have a nice collectible, it's available. That's why I do it. It's not a money-making venture for me. In a year, I probably make a couple $100 on Teespring. I'm serious. It's just such a low thing that it's not a big deal when it comes to that. That's why you don't hear me pushing it all the time. I'll mention it once a stream. That's it. In particular, I may update the designs I have this one really cool design that I've been sitting on for quite a long time, and I may use it for Doom because it's actually a Doom design. So I'll see if I have time to work on that. Maybe this weekend if I have time. But we'll see. Anyway, I'd say probably on average a Teespring maybe 3-4 items a month tops, and then during the end of the year it jumps because it's Christmas time. So okay, excuse me. Snake Eater cheered again. He said, "I don't have Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I'll donate or transfer the exact amount. I would love to see you play it." Oh, excuse me. Well, all right, hold on a second. Because let's be reasonable here. I don't want you sending me $100. And then, you know what I mean? Like, what I would say is, let's wait a little bit. Don't go crazy yet. Let's see. Let's let the month play out as it plays out. Let's see as we get closer to the end of the month when I'm going to start actually planning this event. Let's see if we can solidify what people are looking to see, what they want on this event. And if it comes to, yes, they're dying to see Metal Gear Solid 1, then we'll look into it and we'll talk. All right? If anything, maybe we can work something out where I can figure out a way that maybe it could be sent directly to me or something. You know what I mean? Like, we'll figure it out. We'll talk later. Thank you. I appreciate the offer. And let's talk about it later in the month. Let's not jump the gun so early in the month. Okay? Okay. Noisy. Tipped me $10. Thank you very much, Noisy, for a $10 tip. He's his first time sending a tip ever. I hope this helps, bud. Well, thank you very much, Noisy. Ugh, bleh. Noisy. Can't speak English. I appreciate that very much. Let's get you up on the leaderboard as the top contributor of the day. Like I said, tips are really what I need help with right now, so I appreciate that you went out of your way to do that. It's 3 E's? No, 4 E's. Holy crap. Okay. So thank you very much, Noisy, for the $10 tip. And happy to have you on the stream, and thank you for your contribution. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream today. Mature Adult just cheered, and basically he says he's taking a dump again. Have a nice day. Thanks for letting us know, Mature Adult. Always good to know when someone's having a proper bowel movement before my streams. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and let's do some shout-outs to the top cheers of the week so far. In 10th place is Spartan King. We have a tie for 8th place between Snoutfoot and Mature Adult. C. Kyle 05 is in 7th. Akio Artorius is in 6th place. Chunky Jack is in 5th. Nick Man 317 is in 4th. Crap Cock is in 3rd. What a name. 2nd place is Mr. Papavera, and 1st place is Not Molo. The week is still young, quite frankly, but thank you guys who have cheered so far. And thank you to those who have gifted subs on the stream. So far, we've got Kanye Glover, Jack No LDC, Cactus God, and OG Rascal, who've all gifted 1 sub, and we've got Sundance McGee, who actually gifted 2 subscriptions so far this week. Okay. All right, so guys, that's pretty much it. We got through pre-stream fairly quickly today. Again, just a reminder, later tonight I am playing more Mario. It'll be, well, I take that back, Yoshi, because it's really Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. So come back for that if you're not interested in nights. The best way to contribute today is by tipping. Please tip me if you can. And I apologize in advance that I'm congested. I know I'm going to sound like shit today. I've been toughing through this freaking cold. Doing my best. I hope you guys understand and doesn't bother you too much. Okay? Fair enough? All right, that's it, guys. Let's end the pre-stream. And what I'll do is blow my nose quickly. And then we'll get started. One of the shortest pre-streams in recent memory for sure. All right, let's do this. I'll be right back.